aside from the championships and finals MVPs, what would you say is the one of the biggest things that you got out of that experience in that short amount of time with the Golden State Warriors?
That was it. I mean, that's a lot, man. The championship experience and winning, at that level. I mean, that's the whole experience, because so much goes into that from a team aspect, an individual standpoint, and everybody has to be on one page, from the owner all the way down to the equipment manager. So when you're chasing the championship, you experience so much as a group together, and that builds that bond. And I feel like I've even on teams that we haven't won the championship, where we just were right there and we end up losing in the conference finals, I feel like you always build a lifelong bond with those guys, and it feels the same with the Warriors.
Brian Lewis, New York Post.
Hey, Kevin, following up on that then, after 18 months now, you're playing a game that, quote, counts. What are your feelings? Are you excited, nervous, anxious, whatever? And how much are those feelings ratcheted up playing against that old team and those old teammates that you have that bond with?
Playing against old teammates never really ratcheted me up. I feel like I always am on that level no matter who's on the floor. I feel like each game is important to me. And it's no more of importance because I'm playing against my old teammates. And I just feel like the game of basketball is going to have me on that level anyway, and it's going to be good to see some of my old teammates, good to play against them, good to see some of the people I work with in my time in Golden State. But nothing more than that. The game of basketball is always going to have me on that level of wanting to play extremely hard every time I'm out there.
Yeah, when I said
Kevin, I know how important those championships were to you with the Warriors, but now in making the decision to come to the Nets, how important was it to you to just take a situation and make it your own and put your stamp on it? This is a very unusual decision. You've elevated the Nets. So how critical was it just to have something that you can call your own, so to speak?
Everything I've been a part of is my own. I feel like every team that I've been a part of, I left my mark on each team, and I stamped what I bring to the table, and I never looked at it as just like mines. I don't look at the Nets as mines. It's our team, and it's from the fans to the owners to the players. It's our team, and I feel like I add my piece to the game. And my role is to go out there and beat me every single day. And I might play more, get more touches than other guys, but I still don't feel like it's just mine. So when I was with OKC and I was with the Warriors, nobody on our team felt like it was one guy's chance to take this whole thing over or to have one singular voice. It's always been a group, no matter where I've played since I was 8 or 9 years old. It's always been about the team, So I try to shy away from, my game is going to speak for itself, but like personality-wise, individual-wise, I try not to make myself bigger than the group. But I know what I add to a basketball club, and I felt that way with the Warriors. So it wasn't about me going to the Nets to try to prove that I can make my own thing, whatever the hell that means. It's just that I'm coming here to play basketball and add to a group of great guys.
Malika Andrews, ESPN.
Kevin, I know that you're saying that it's whomever's on the floor, you are going to bring all that you've got. But considering how the people in that organization felt, they said they felt they, in a way, personally let you down by getting hurt there. Is there any level of closure that you expect to get by being able to come full circle, one, against that team, but two, being able to play in a regular season game again after the injury that you went through?
I don't remember anybody saying that they let me down with the Warriors. I mean, I never got that feeling from anybody. Injuries happen in this league, and I had a tough one, but I wouldn't blame that on anybody. And I don't need this game or me to play well or win this game to feel like I have closure on that situation. I mean, if I winning a basketball game is going to give me closure for 3 years, then I really didn't have a good time there, I guess. I mean, so it was deeper than just this game. And it's bigger than the injury. I mean, that has nothing to do with our relationship, you know, and how I'm going to play or how I'm going to approach my former teammates and organization. It's just about going out there and being me.
Christian Winfield, New York Daily News.
Hey, what's going on, Kevin? I asked Kyrie the same question. You know, you two guys are the only guys on the roster with real championship experience. So for you, and you just touched on it a little bit, just what can you take away from your experience in Golden State, having won it back-to-back years, that you can lean on with this new group of guys who kind of doesn't know what it's like to be on this road to a championship?
Well, I mean, what I realized winning a championship and playing that deep in the season, that at the end of the day, it's just basketball. And we try to put so much extra emphasis on winning and what it takes to win and how deep you got to go to win. And at the end of the day, it's just hoops. And a lot of these guys in this locker room have been playing hoops since they were kids, and they played in games that meant a lot to them, no matter if it's for an NBA championship or it's for the Little League city title in their neighborhood. You know, they played games where mentally, spiritually, they had to get to a place where they got to bring out the best in them. And we all tapped into that space before. And my teammates don't need experience in the playoffs to let them know that they can play on that stage. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the skills and the preparation and how they approach the game individually is going to have them ready for that more so than, you know, us giving them each experience or letting them know what we went through. And, you know, they know how to play the game of basketball, and it's on the coaches and the team and all of us to come together as one collective to have the right strategy in order for us to win basketball games. Outside of that, they know how to play.
Alex Schiffer with The Athletic.
Hey, Kevin, you said before the Wizards game that, you know, you woke up with a little bit of nerves and some anxiousness after being away from so long. Have you had that going in even the Boston game and maybe even going in tomorrow night, or now that you've had a couple games underneath your belt, you know, that's gone away a bit?
Yeah, it's definitely I'm definitely getting more comfortable each and every day with planning. I mean, I've always been comfortable with a basketball in my hands, but physically not being able to run up and down the court, you know, it's going to take me more than 2 or 3 games to feel like, all right, I'm in the swing of, you know, I feel like in mid-season form, I guess, physically, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about retraining my body and my mind to playing the game with referees, playing the game, running plays, because in the summertime, we was playing pickup. I'm not running no plays. I'm coming down shooting wild shots. I'm coming down just trying to test myself. And now you got to be a little bit more strategic in this game. So I'm looking forward to exercising my mind and my body when I go out there.
And last question, Brian Mahoney with the Associated Press.
Hey, Kevin. You know, when you got hurt in that playoffs for Golden State, it was obviously such a rush to get back. Even, you know, Kyrie said maybe you shouldn't have been playing. Is there any silver lining the way this year has gone that there was no reason to rush and you could do this rehab without any expectation that you needed to play again so soon? And I know people are looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, so we're all glad you're back.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. I mean, throughout the rehab, it was more so I wasn't expecting anything. You know, I was just going out there and wake up every day and go through my rehab as best as I can and see what happens once the season rolls around and I'm able to do more. You know, I didn't know much about this process until I started talking to my PT. I started learning my body more, learning Achilles more. And you know, so every day was more so like, all right, what's the next milestone for me? And then seeing how I handle that and just move forward. I never really thought about, you know, the long layoff or anything of that nature. I just try to take it a day at a time.